So, what we just saw are clips from the Winter Warlock, because why not? And a clip that'll be below your link from American Sniper about sheep, wolves, and sheepdogs, which sort of kind of illustrate the point. It's just the way people are. In a society like ours, we have such order. We have such order. We are used to police protecting us. We are used to the military protecting us. Between the police and military, we're protected from threats inside our society and outside our society. But there are always more threats, new threats that get around. So the Germanic warrior class become the rulers. The Romanized population, even though they vastly outnumber the warriors, they fall into line. And their Christianity helps them to do so. So, what we are seeing in the early phase of the Dark Ages is these tribal regions become the bases for later kingdoms. For example, in what is Gaul under Romans, this area is primarily the land of the Franks. The Burgundians and the Saxons are to the east, but these Frankish lands end up going under the dynasty of the Merovingians. It's still not an organized kingdom by modern standards, but the law of the Franks applies, and the customs of the Franks and the people of the Franks. It's sort of a loose association. Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean? You know, like the code. Like in the code, I want to parlay. Well, the code isn't exactly a set of laws, is it? They're more like guidelines. And in the Merovingians, there isn't an organized kingdom ruling everything, but people do things along the guidelines of what it is to be a Frank. In Italy, you've got the south of Italy dominated by the Byzantines. They hold on there for a long time. But in the north of Italy, you no longer have the Ostrogoths. They were conquered and absorbed by the Byzantines. You have the Lombards. And the Lombards are an exception because for a couple hundred years, they're not Christian. They're in the heart of Europe. They're in the north of Italy, just south of the Alps. But they are not Christians. They use Christian churches as stables for their horses and latrines for their men. But they have Lombard law and Lombard ways. And eventually they become converted. In Spain, you've got the Visigoths. And they basically rule over the area until the Arabs come. And then the Visigoths get pushed up to these mountains here in the north of Spain. And that area is never conquered. It's never Muslim. It remains Visigothic Spanish, and it's going to be the basis of what will later be a whole reconquista of the peninsula. And you've got in England 3 tribes: the Angles, the Saxons, and the Jutes. The Jutes come from Jutland. The Angles come from the base of Jutland, the base of Denmark, and the Saxons come from northwest Germany. And they cross the North Sea and land in the east of England. In Essex, that's the land of the East Saxons, and Sussex, the land of the South Saxons. And they begin marching inland to take over the Roman Britons. And let me think. I guess we'll leave things there for today. You'll be expected to know basically what tribes go where. So be aware of that. For those of you at home, bye.